how would I end Dragon Ball Super? Or in our case, how would I do the rest of the series? Welcome to another DBZ discussion, guys. Mick Grubbs, let's do this shit. So, Dragon Ball Super. We had a recent news article. Well, not news. It's common now that we're getting the Universal Survival arc, which is I guess the tournament that we've been hoping that is going to happen eventually, and which is now happening ever since the Universe 6 shit. So now we have all the 12 universes fighting each other. This shit's gonna be lit, I gotta say. So here's how I think we should interpret this. There's gonna be a lot of battles. Obviously, we have 10 warriors: Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Android 18, Android 17, Piccolo, Krillin, and I think Master Roshi. Yeah, those. Oh, and Tien. Yeah, those are all the 10 warriors and everything. And I'm assuming some of the earlier guys are going to be eliminated. Probably Krillin, Master Roshi, Tien, those guys. And then later on, Android 17 and 18 are going to be eliminated by some people. And it seems like some of these are gods of destructions look just like Beerus and Champa from what we've seen in Dragon Ball Super. Because, they look exactly alike, except Champa's fatter and everything. So it looks like they're the same race. Same with the Kais, too. They all have, like, the pointy-eared little elves and shit, which I'm like, what the fuck? But anywho, now we have all these, and eventually I think we're going to see some shit from Gohan, some pretty cool shit, like I said. Oh yeah, I also realized something. Super Saiyan White. I'm kind of wrong about that. I'm going to address that here. Instead of... Sorry, it's a little off topic, but I did say in my Super Saiyan White video of how Gohan will unlock that is through fighting Hit. Well, I'm wrong, so ignore that. And my new theory is he may actually get Super Saiyan White from this Universal Survivor arc. Who knows? I'm assuming he's gonna train for this shit. I mean, he can't just like, oh, I haven't done much martial arts training. Let's fight. Instantly knock the fuck out. But I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of training involved, which means he'll probably be he could go Super Saiyan in his full potential form and get Super Saiyan White, which I think would be pretty sick and everything. So if he can become Super Saiyan White, that'll be pretty cool. I mean, it's probably not going to happen. Let's just be honest. But, there's a cool little discussion theory about that. But anywho, back to this Universal Survival shit. So yeah, I'm assuming some of the weaker ones will be picked off. I think Gohan maybe picked off last, and maybe Piccolo, who knows, because Piccolo got his ass beat by Frost in Universal 6 arc, but that might screw that shit. And how I think this would end is everyone's in a team, so I think everyone's pairing up in this team, and I'm assuming the other universes. Universe 7, since they're our main characters, obviously, I'm assuming they have to win this shit. Like, they have to get up there and beat everyone else to get here. And what I believe is now we have the future King Zeno, or is that his name? Or the Omni King. Yeah, the Omni King. We have two Omni Kings because one's from the future, from Trunks' thing, who blew up his universe, and our one. You can barely even tell them apart, so it doesn't matter. And that Grand Priest dude, who is Whis' father and Vado's father, and that shit. So now I feel like... Now, there's actually... Wait, hold on. There's actually a lot of speculation that the Grand Priest dude, he is actually evil as shit, but I don't think he is, because... I don't... He could be, but, that's like a really long stretch. I'm just saying. It's like you're reaching far out there to some shit. Like, it would be pretty sick, but even if he is, because I know Whis and Vados are stronger than Beerus and Champa, because, they can knock their asses out if they do dumb shit or something like that. But I honestly think, that's a lot of shit to go over, and then I'll be like in different arcs. But another thing too is they said 100 episodes for Dragon Ball Super, but I don't believe that's true. I think that's like, for now, our plan right now is 100 episodes, and I'm assuming they're gonna make a lot more, because Z went on for like 300 episodes and shit. So how I think this is going to end is with the two teams, the last team standing, pretty much. So I'm assuming Goku and Vegeta, they're going to be that last team standing. And what this means is one thing. Oh, another thing I'd also like to mention. this too. I think this is a pretty cool idea, but what if, yes, the losing team gets their universe destroyed too and everything? Like, yes, some universes maybe get destroyed, but how I would do it too is, they could destroy a universe, and or they can have a final thing, because it seems like the two Omni Kings are pretty damn random. Maybe they say, you know what, we're not going to destroy any universes, fuck that, everything. We actually want to see Goku and Vegeta fight, which is pretty sick. And the reward for whoever wins, they get to become, check this out, the next God of Destruction. Or not God of Destruction, the next God. Yes, God. That would be a fucking cool idea, where it would have to be Goku versus Vegeta and Super Saiyan Blue, full fucking power. Who knows what kind of power they have now. It would probably be their final battle to see who was the strongest. And it will be amazing. It will be like 3 episodes of this final arc where they're just battling the fuck out of each other. Like, better than Majin Vegeta, better than their first their first contact together, where the Kaioken ×4 and everything. No, this will probably be their final battle, because of what I'm about to say, which means they'll go full power and everything. And how this ends, I would say, it would probably be like a knockout or some shit. Like, there'll be like a big, huge beam struggle at the end, because that's how Dragon Ball likes to do shit. Like, they always like to kill the enemy with a Kamehameha or Final Flash Galgun, whatever the fuck. But I'm assuming there'll be a lot of battling. Maybe, who knows, they can probably go to like Super Saiyan 2 Blue or some shit. Like, they go in their Super Saiyan 2 form, Super Saiyan Blue or something like that, and they start fighting in those forms. They get each other beat the fuck up, and then one last beam struggle with, who knows, a Super Galgun or a Final Flash or a Kamehameha, obviously, against the two, and it will be amazing. And at the end, they'll both be on the arena floor, wherever the hell this is taking place, and the true victor may be because Goku doesn't get up and like count. Maybe they have like the referee there is like 10, 9, 8 or something, like, for tap outs and everything, and Vegeta gets up, which means that would be happy for the fans of Vegeta, like the huge fans of Vegeta, like, yes, he fucking won, and everything. But it will be like a cliffhanger. Then they can clip to the final episode of this saga, and it'll be kind of like this. Now, it's been mentioned many times, I think before. I've seen this in the anime, especially. I think during the final battle between Kid Buu and when Goku blew him up with Spirit Bomb, Vegeta said that Goku is better than him. But then recently, he's like, hell no. Gods, yes, I'm going to become a god too. We're going to fight, bitch. And everything. I'm going to be better than you. But I think this may be a truly time where maybe he jumps out of the arena, which means Goku's the last person on the arena floor. And that means Vegeta just forfeited, pretty much. Because he would probably say, some noble shit like, we've been fighting for many years trying to best each other. But I believe that Goku, or Kakarot, is the strongest. He's better than me, pretty much, and I should not deserve the honor of becoming the next god. So then, that final episode, they'll be discovering, like, who will Goku take the place. And yes, Goku will become a full god, which would be fucking amazing. And he'll probably be a Kai. The reason why I say this is because they'll be going around different places, and one person who probably raised their hand who says who they be your god is our Supreme Kai, Universe 7, or our main character, Supreme Kai. Which means he'll probably have to sacrifice his life now to give it to Goku so he can become the next Supreme Kai. I think it would be a pretty cool idea. I don't know. It'll be kind of like this. And his probably attire would probably, if you guys know Dragon Ball Heroes, he has like this red jacket on shit, and he has like black, and he has a power pole on his thing. I think that'd be a pretty cool suit for him to wear if he was a Kai and everything. So yeah, that's how I would end it. I would end it with Goku becoming a Kai. Now, let's talk about the repercussions that this would be a sacrifice, which would mean at this point DBZ's ending in the original series would have to be retconned completely. And how I would do this is, while Goku becomes a god, he says, hey, I want to search for a person to mentor who can be my apprentice. Kind of like a Zamasu shit. Or maybe a guy, he needs an apprentice or a bodyguard or some shit, like Kibito. Maybe Kibito, he retires after Supreme Kai, he gives up his life for Goku to become the next god. Maybe that's a whole thing where they have to die pretty much for the next god and everything. So Goku's now the Supreme Kai of Universe 7, and he needs a person, his apprentice or bodyguard, wherever the fuck Kibito was, to be his dude and everything. So, and this person would have to be Oob. Now, what I believe is he'll probably take Oob for a while and train Oob. And how I would do it is we would only have 2 more sagas left in Dragon Ball Super. And that will be up for discussion later, because now that's how I would end Dragon Ball Super, or I would do the Universal Survival arc. I would do, after the Universal Survival arc, I would do 2 more sagas. And I believe the 2 more sagas I would do, if I was writing the show and everything, like, I would recommend they would do the Time Breakers from Xenoverse 2. That would be some pretty cool shit. Like, we can get into Demigra, Mira, Toa, all those people from the Xenoverse 2 thing. We wouldn't necessarily have to have time travelers, and who knows, maybe we can get future Trunks back. But I would assuming it would have to be a huge time skip, which means Kid Trunks and Kid Goten, they grow up and shit, and maybe Gohan gets stronger and Pan grows up. It'll be kind of like GT, but different. It'll be a better version of GT, and that's exactly how I would end the series. Now, you guys can come up with something different, but that's just what I've come up with. So I haven't come up with a whole plot of how I would do the rest of that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the discussion. And yes, that's how I would end Dragon Ball Super.